Good evening, Guardians. This is Dreadful Shot, and today I'm going to tell you how to get 2 of the chests out of the Deep Stone Crypt raid. So first of all, you can be a Titan or a Warlock to get both chests. Hunters can only get 1. So unfortunately, if you're doing one of each class, you can only get 5 of these a week. However, if you're doing a little bit of mix and match, you can get more. First thing you need to do when you load into the raid is just clear out this first area of all ads. Once you have that completed, the vault door will open for you just off to the left here, and you can get in to the very first part. Just simply hop on your Sparrow and drive to the very end of this, but do not enter with your Sparrow. That's the most important thing I can say to you. There is a bug that if you enter with your Sparrow going as fast as you can, it will bug out and you will end up being stuck in there and have to restart. As you can see, those doors were open, but if you shoot your Sparrow, once it's destroyed, the door will actually drop down and you can enter the airlock and move on as normal. Now that we're inside, we can use a very well-known glitch. Just come out to the side of the bubble, jump off your Sparrow, and once your frostbite has been removed, you can hop back on your Sparrow and you will be sheltered for this entire encounter. Easy mode for this is simply just hug the left side wall for the majority of this entire path. So we'll go ahead and let the gameplay fold out, but that's pretty much it. If you ever get lost, look for the little mines or lights throughout. In this section here, I actually get a little bit thrown off because I go a little too far to the right, but when in doubt, just head to the left and you will find your way back to where you're supposed to go. In this area, as soon as you come up to this last light, you'll notice that the bubble is off to the left where you would normally have to go and shelter, right there in front of us, but you can just go off to the right of it a little bit and continue on without needing to even deal with that. And that's the last bubble that we'll have to deal with. Just continue on down this path. Better than what you're seeing in the footage here is just continue following down this path instead of jumping and following along the right side. It's not important that you're following the right side. What's more important is that once you see the bots with the big glowing red lights out in the distance, that you follow that edge to the right. When you look straight at them, just look to your right and follow that edge. So now that you see that red light that I'm talking about, follow it to the right. And just keep checking your bearings every time you get a little bit further. So we're looking at them, look off to the right, and you see that little V right there, little upside down V? That's what we need to jump into. When you're doing this, don't shoot your gun at all, otherwise it will activate the enemies. But now you have your first chest, and we can start talking about the second. And this part can be a little tricky to get that door to open up right. If you're a Titan, throw up your barricade. If you're a Warlock, throw down your well, just for a little added security. This next part, just run your Sparrow down to the end. Tell me you feel something too. Caught in the moment, I'm lost. Now that you came out into the opening, jump up onto this ledge. It is the easiest way to get across instead of jumping on the light and trying to get up. Now that you're on this ledge, right about there is the spot that you want to get in. For some reason I was struggling a little bit to get in there with my Titan this time, but it only takes a couple of tries before you just get in perfectly. You just have to do the mantle. Now you're there, take a left and slide through this so you can drop down and stop the timer, and then just follow the path off to the left. Just keep hugging that left wall. Take this little cave right here, and if you're top tree Dawnblade, this is where you'll swallow your grenade and jump out here. I would recommend just popping Dawnblade and do your Icarus dash through here. As you come into this section, it requires you to actually load the zone, so it's best to just jump straight forward. You'll notice that I'm hitting an invisible wall here until I hit that edge right there. Now I can actually go in. And just follow the rooftops. It's not necessary to jump all this, it's just for my own entertainment as I'm running through. Alright, and this is the part where you're going to start going down a ramp, but in order to do it we have to jump around. Warlocks, you do have to jump onto this piece here. Titans, you can actually just fly all the way down to the ramp. Right here. So now this next part is you're going to slide down this until it triggers the new zone. So now we got that, and we have to fly up to, basically I call it the balcony. And each one of these gives you another jump point. Really easy for Warlocks to just do their Icarus dash up. So once you're above this little canopy thing on the right, you can turn around and just run across the top. You can actually do this one level lower, it's just easier this way. And once you're up to this part, you'll jump onto this little wall to the right. And then just jump on this little balcony piece up here. And then you're back on the rooftops. And we just run this all the way to the other side. Alright, as you come up to the edge here, you're just going to drop down, and this is where we're going to start coming back into the map. So you're just jumping straight out, and we want to be on top of this little catwalk thing, but you get into the map right on the left side of where I am right there, just straight above. So just crouch, and then you're going to start backing up. And you just get back to the edge of the catwalk here, and it'll drop you down. Alright, now you are in the map, not far from the second chest, so just run down, make sure you're avoiding these arms that I narrowly missed there. So you can't jump to this or straight across, kind of depends on what you're comfortable with and what you're familiar with. I missed that, so I'll show you how to do this all the way across. Alright. Just keep on flying across. There we go. Now that you're on this ledge, you just drop down and over, and there's your last chest. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions on how to get here, or if you're struggling at any point, I'm more than happy to make it a little bit more in depth or slow it down. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave us a like. It really helps us out with the channel. as well as hit subscribe if you'd like to see more Destiny 2 content or other glitching like this. Thank you for joining in, and have a great night.